everybody. Welcome back to your weekly doses of mental illness. I am Renan, your host, and this is Seem Stylish, the podcast where we talk about fashion, life, and whatever the heck comes to mind. And speaking of whatever the heck, episode 1 of Seem Stylish has been released. It's out in the world. I have birthed my baby. And I must say, I was shaking boots when I released the episode. Like, not that I'm not confident that this series isn't gonna do well, because I think it will. I think it will. We just have to give it time. But looking back at episode 1, oh fuck, it was a clusterfuck. Like, I've been getting a lot of feedback on what I did right, what I did wrong, and in general, just a lot of support from all of you, which, first of all, I want to thank that. Thank you so much, my community, and people, outsiders looking in, for the support that you have given the podcast. I really appreciate it. I don't know, it makes me really happy. Like, listen, this is my baby. This is my baby. I carried this baby in my womb for 3 months. What am I saying? I don't know. But yeah, it's just been awesome. I am really excited to bring you more episodes, even though it is currently the morning of April 23rd, and that means I haven't recorded an episode in a while, so I'm a little bit rusty on things, not gonna lie. But I hope that we have a fun time together. I hope that you have a fun time listening. And I will say though, I've been getting nice feedback from all of you, of course, but I've also been getting criticism, which is greatly appreciated because it helps me improve. And there is this one particular person, I call him the devil under my bed, Miss Amber Bum, which, hello, hi darling, if you're listening, which I know you are, I hope you're having a lovely day, but I am deathly afraid of her. Like, there's something to be said about the people that I hang around with, to be honest, because I don't know, there's something about it that is just, I like people who are like ever so slightly mean to me, like just a little. Like, listen, there needs to be a counterbalance in my life, you know? There needs to be somebody to keep me from getting too delusional in both ways, in both me thinking that I'm garbage and in me thinking that I'm made of gold, you know? Which, mind you, I am. Thank you very much for asking. But there needs to be some balance in me. So I like to hang around with people who are straight. Well, no, that's a poor way to say it. No, I like to hang around with people who are honest, who are relatively harsh but real, you know, and who care. Because here's the thing, right? There is one thing about being mean with care, and there's just being an asshole. Like, I hang around with two particular people, Jan and Amber, who are indeed super mean, but they mean well. And I like that. I need that in my life. There is something about it that makes me feel kind of secure, that I know that I'm not getting gassed up, you know? I'm not getting gassed up. But if I may be honest, though, I will say that ever since I got my astral card done, I have been blaming everything on it, you know? Like, I killed, like, let's put it this way. I literally just go like, I'm a Virgo, so like, even though I murdered that man, I was not able to control myself because that is just me. It's just who I am. And it's just the moon, it is retrograde, and I cannot control myself. I am sorry. So, Your Honor, I plead Virgo. I'm not a Virgo, by the way. I'm an Aquarius, which apparently means that I have a shitty personality, nobody likes me, and my favorite color is purple. So, you know, I don't know. There's something so haunting about that, though, because it's not that I don't believe on it, because I do, you know. Due to my upbringing as a Mexican, I do have a bit of a cleavance. No, that is not a word. I have a bit of a proclivity to believing in that kind of stuff, because we in Mexico love anything witchy, because that is the fun part. For those who don't know, wow, this is a weird subject to bring up, but for those who don't know, the Pope just died. And not that I care much, to be honest. Like, I am not big on religion. Like, I believe, but I mean, I've never been too in tune with that kind of topic. But The reason why I bring this up though is because the brand of Catholicism that you have here in Mexico is so off the wild. Like, it's so off what actual Catholicism is. Like, I mean, I read what actual Catholicism means, and we Mexicans will have been burned at the stake because there is a lot of Wiccan creancies, Wiccan beliefs here. Like it is very much rooted in paganism because we do witches, we do spells, we believe in the energies of the world. We indeed do have healing crystals. There's a lot of holistic beliefs here in Mexico, and I do believe on that. But it is sort of haunting to have somebody read your astral card and rip you through shreds about who you are. Because here's the deal. I don't know. On the one hand, it is obviously, general terms that you're like, oh yeah, sure, you are... you like purple, you are tall, and you may have committed vehicular manslaughter, but that is just general statements that are for what you want to relate to. And I do get like a weekly horoscope letter that is always just the same thing, but just written in 3 different ways, which. One, it either means one of 2 things. Either my destiny is constant and so I am consistent, or they're just lying to me, which makes sense. But when I got my astral card done, it was by one of my friends, one of my deeply rooted friends, like somebody who I really care for. And it it was eye-popping, to say the least. I was completely and utterly in shock of how much I was read within an inch of my life. Like, I am not kidding you. I was about to just stand on a train on like a train rail because that was a lot. That was a lot. But hey, at least it says that I'm a nice person. Sure, I have a shitty personality. Sure, people have a hard time getting along with me. But I am a nice person. I'm a good person. So, I'll take that. We gotta take the positivity where we can find it, to be honest. Which is so funny, because right now I am having a bit of a... I'm feeling a little tired, not gonna lie. I'm feeling tired. Because, you see, I am back into the home office, not the home office. I am back into like the actual office, And I'm not kidding you. I am literally at the edge of building because I hate working in an office. Like, what do people are talking about? Like, there is no sense of camaraderie there. Like, I don't know. I've always been hearing that working in an office is fun. You can talk with other people. You can hang out. You can, really listen to some drama. But I don't know, girly. I don't know. I listen in a call center. Number 1, there is no time to talk to other people. And number 2, I don't know these people. I don't know them. And I don't quite care to know about their life. Like, sure, there is some that I really do care about. But most of them are just like, let live and let loose. Like, I don't really mind. So I am really tired. And oh my God, I need to find another job. But, that's neither here nor there. On to another news to the docket, though. On to actual... Well, it's not actual news, because that has nothing to do with any live news. But I went to my nephew's birthday party. And it was a lovely time. I, of course, as always, overate because, stress. But I had a lovely time. I ate a lot of tacos. I stuffed my face with a bunch of snacks, and I found out that I have a proclivity for peanuts. I mean, not like it's a news to everybody, but it was news to me because I don't know. I can just eat a whole tub of peanuts, and that was revealing for me. Like, it really does make me feel like you cannot leave any sort of snack in the front because I have an impulse to eat it. You best believe, darling. I just realized we have background music. Whoops. Sorry about that, folks. You best believe, honey. You best believe that I will suck it up like a vacuum. I will suck that peanut. Because I don't know. There's just something about. I feel like it's social eating. Like I feel like I just grab it, and it's just because I just don't have anything else to do. Because here's the thing: children's birthday parties are really just an excuse for adults to hang out. Like I don't know. I feel like up to a certain age, it's not really about the child. You wouldn't give a shit about the child. It's about catching up with the girlies. It's about talking to the father, getting to talk to his buddies. Like I can't believe how much of a ruse it is. Because here's the thing: the child couldn't care less. Like the child just appears for like 2% of the party, and then he just fucks off somewhere because the child doesn't really want to be there. I don't think they understand why this is a thing. Like they just want presents, they just want candy, and they just want to play. But otherwise, they're not really they're not really there. And I feel like this is mostly birthday parties when it comes to family gatherings, rather than birthday parties when it comes to inviting friends. Uh, because it's not really when you invite friends, it's just obvious that the parents are not really there for to congregate with other parents. They're just there because the child had cried about it, and they wanted to go. Um, but when it comes to family birthday parties, it really is just wow. It really just opened my eyes to a whole new world. I wonder how many of my birthday parties were just literally an excuse for people to get drunk. I will say though, I don't remember much of my birthday parties, to be honest. Like, according to my mom, we used to throw fancy birthday parties, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like maybe in hindsight, maybe the spending that money was a mistake because right now we're in deep financial trouble, but not really. But I like to listen. I like to exaggerate everything for the comedy purposes, but it's been kind of tough to deal with the economic situation recently. So if anybody is also struggling for that, my heart goes out to you. It's really hard, particularly with me having and being forced to drop my hours to a part time. Not because it was necessary, but because it was necessary for my mental health. I'm being driven off the edge, so I need to have some more time to just chat with all of you, just chat and you know hang around. uh, but yeah, it's just speaking of that though. It's just like going back to the whole child's birthday party thing. There is no better birth control than watching a child slap his mom with dirt. Like I don't know if it's just because I was raised old school. Mind you, I was raised in the 2000s, and my mother wasn't afraid to hit us. She wasn't afraid to enforce the rules in a physical manner. So I look at these children being so disrespectful to their moms, and I feel like the ground quaking. I feel like in an anime, like a looming presence right behind me, because the way that I know that my mother will have my head in a pike if I ever disrespected my mother that way, like I would have never told my mother to shut up. Like, even now, at my 25 years of age, even now, I am afraid to talk to my mom that way. Like, I know that the moment that I speak back to her, I will be dead. I will not be seen. Body not found. Culprits not there. Like, she will dispose of my body pretty well. So, it is so jarring to see that kind of thing. And even more so with the way that little boys are taught to treat women is just I don't want to get too much into it because that is a whole can of worms. But Jesus Christ, I felt so bad for that mom. Like it really is out of control. It is out of control. So I didn't step in because that is none of my business, and I would rather die than getting to engage than to touch any type of to have anything to do with a child, to be honest, because I used to want children. Like, don't get me wrong, I used to really want children. I used to really want to be a father until I realized that I would probably be a very bad dad. Like, that child would be dead in a matter of hours. Because it's not that I can barely handle myself, you know? I can barely handle me as a person, as a human around life. Like, there's been many times in which I almost got run over. So I don't think I should be responsible for that kind of stuff. So I just didn't approach. I just watched a situation from afar. And man, it really is just hard. It's hard to watch this kind of stuff. Like, I hope for the better that is not a future that is about my sister. Although my sister, I don't think that she would be that kind of mom. I think she would put that children on their place, to be honest, because wow, I watch her discipline these children like the mother wasn't there. So it's just it's been an interesting experience. But yeah, on to more news that are more related to the community that I hang around it, which I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't know, maybe something in the air, maybe it's on the way that I did my hair today. But I am a VTuber. I am a I am a 2D man or woman, depending on the day. But it has been so interesting to see the last week unfold. Because here's the deal. For those who don't know, if you live under a rock or if you have never engaged with VTubing culture before, first of all, hi. I'm glad to be your first contact. Second, uh, VTubing has been built in the back of corporations. Like, I don't get me wrong, indies have also been doing very good work. But if VTubing got mainstream was because there was a lot of VTubers from corporations who paved the way for us. Like, if you guys didn't know, actually, the whole scheduling thing, like making a schedule for your streams and stuff like that, sure, it was a thing before, but it got popularized to actually have a graphic for it by Ame from Hololive, which, rest in peace. And so, in recent news, Gargura got is now graduating, which my heart goes out to the people who to feel for that. Like, I don't go there personally. Like, I understand her impact though. I understand her impact. I understand how much she did for all of us indie VTubers who are on the English speaking sphere and even in other languages. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, she was she was on another sports event. I don't quite recall what it was. I think, if I remember why, it was baseball, I think. But that is probably the last thing that you would expect. The last thing that you would expect for a VTuber to be found in baseball. So I just want to say thank you, Gora, for all the doors that you have opened, and I hope that whatever journey you have is pleasant, that you have a fun time. And the same has to be said for Fulgur, which is Fulgur Owen from Nijisanji. He's also graduating, like, what, almost back to back, because he graduates on the 5th, which also, that man is fucking corny as fuck. Corny ass man. Of course, he's Legato's 505. He's leaving on 505. What a concept. You bitch. But I just wanted to talk about my feelings on graduations in general. I've been seeing a lot of reactions recently. I just want to say something before we move on with the fashion section of today's topics. I really need people to really back in with the speculations. Like, listen, I know speculating is fun. I know, I listen, I'm homosexual. I love for the drama and conflama of everything. But it gets to some point in which, what side are you on, Mary? Like, seriously, what side are you on? Because on the one hand, I see you being a fan, but on the other hand, you start speculating about what she's going to do or why she left. And honestly, it feels disrespectful. It just feels disrespectful. It doesn't feel like you are being genuine. So they cannot give you a reason. I mean, they're corporate VTubers. And this is not me to defend a corporation. I would rather die. Listen, I hate Riot Games with a passion, so I understand hating a corporation. But you have to lift them out of it. You really do, because It just doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel like you actually care. So I just hope that you don't speculate too much because they cannot give you a reason. They really cannot. And oftentimes, really, it's just a difference. It's a job, for fuck's sake. Like, you are not expected to be in a job forever. And so, just I know that by the time that this goes out, people are probably like, it's probably gonna be releasing around the 12th of May because it's episode 4. So, or at least it should be episode 4 unless I change something. So, it's probably still gonna be relevant, but still, just enjoy the time that you have. I think speculating is kind of rude, so just putting that out there, just putting that energy out there. But yeah, good luck, Fulger. Good luck, girl. I hope you have a pleasant journey, and we'll continue with the legacy that you have left us. Hell yeah. So, now, as for the fashion section of today's program, I wanted to talk about the difficulty that you can have when it comes to starting to get into fashion, particularly the monetary bar that exists. Because in today's day and age, everything is expensive, don't get me wrong, but clothes even more so. Like, I can see now why a lot of people say that they don't quite care about fashion because, oh my god, fashion is expensive. It's expensive to get into it. Because, you know, when you start from rock bottom, when you truly start with just hand-me-downs, which is what I started with, it really seems hard to get anywhere. Because, particularly if you're into alternative fashion, like I am, I love Lolita, I love Hyperfemme, I love anything frilly. And you guys know anything frilly is about to cost double. If it's pink, even worse. Because, you know, pink tax, it's so... It feels desperate. You feel desperate to find something, just anything. And that's when you commit the error of, well, going to Temu. Or trying to order from Shein. Because even Shein is starting to get ridiculous at this point. Like, I was looking at some prices at Shein the other day, and it's just like, seriously? Are we kidding right now? $35 for just a plain t-shirt? Like, are we joking? Like, what is happening? And, I mean, of course, we have the unfortunate economic situation going on right now in Today of Lords 2025, but I feel like this has always been the case. So, I wanted to give you a couple of things that I've started doing to help myself, to help the, what's the name? To feel better about this, because it is really hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So, this is just tips coming from somebody who dresses like Adam Sandler via the fact that I've just got hand-me-downs. So, I would say start small. Start small. Start with something small that is just for you. I think that probably the best way to start with this is to find things in color. Start with your favorite color. One of my personal styling tips, and if you want to build your own style, I would say we would probably help you to choose a color scheme. You know, as you can see, if you take a look at the visuals right now. Although I know this is a podcast and you're probably not watching, but if you are watching, I am made of pink, fluff, and blue. So this is my color scheme. This is the color scheme that I like to stick out with, and that I will stick to probably for the rest of my life because I love pink. And what I've been doing is just finding small, cheap things that are in the right color for me. Now, there is such a thing as color balance when it comes to your skin tone, your hair, your eye color. Although eye color is a little bit minor. Like, eye color is more when you're getting into the details of it. The most important thing is your hair color and your skin tone. And I will say there is colors that wash you out. So within the realm of what you want, because, if you want to look as dead as you are on the inside, then you probably want something to wash you out. But if you want to look brighter, choose a color that you think you will enjoy and try to find a color temperature that fits you. because I heard this not too long ago from a video that I watched that all colors can be neutral, all colors can be warm, and all colors can be uh, cold, with the exception of orange. Orange is always just warm. Anybody who wears them, it's warm, bitch. Because well, it's also that's also the thing. Because orange is part of our skin tones. We're all orange at the end of the day. We're just different shades of it. And so that's the reason why orange tends to always be warm, because we are warm. We have blood coursing through our bodies. Unless you're an anime person, unless you're a Genshin Impact character, then you don't have any blood on yourself. You're just white as paper. But going back to the thing, just find a color that you enjoy and then buy small cheap things that are in that color. If you can help it, if you have a little bit more of economic give than just resorting to Temu, if you can go to a thrift store, then try to find things that are, first of all, in the right color, and things that are well made. Like, I know it's hard for most people to tell, and even I have a problem with it because I don't know that much about construction. Uh, but there is a really easy way for you to tell if something is made well or not. Look at the seams. Just look at the seams for a moment. Do you see anything unraveling? Do you see anything bunching up? Do you see anything that is just literally you touch it and comes apart? That is the thing that you want to avoid. And that is the problem with fast fashion nowadays, because most of them are cheaply made, they're mass produced, and therefore they're not really built to last. Fast fashion is built for you to have a one-time use. You're gonna be able to use it once, or if you can take well care of it, like my mom can, you'll be able to use it for a couple years, but it won't last you as long as something that is well made. So, you know, there is no shame in buying from thrift stores. There is no shame in going to a flea market and buying from there. Because let's be honest here, brands do not fucking matter. Brands are only something that you should care for if, and only if, you have money. But if you're a broke bitch like me, stop giving a fuck about brands. It doesn't matter. That rule number 2 does not matter at all. Because what matters is, okay, how does it look? Does it look good on you? Do you feel good? Then it doesn't matter that it's just from off-brand Chanel. Just wear it because it makes you feel good. And that is probably the most annoying part about today's culture and today's consumerism, is just it has to be brand. No, it doesn't have to be. Like, it doesn't. And maybe this is sacrilege from coming from somebody who is interested in fashion, but for me, it is more important to find things that are within my budget and within reason that I enjoy than to just have a t-shirt that says Supreme on it. Like, it is not, it's really not necessary. And honestly, if you really want a t-shirt that says Supreme, just buy a cheap white t-shirt and just freestyle it, go for it. You can probably even make it look better than what it looks, right? So, you know, food for thought, something for you to have. Another thing though is finding things within your closet that you enjoy. Now, again, if you are like me, you probably have been living on hand-me-downs for the last, I don't know, 20 years. So you will find that there is many things that you probably don't enjoy yourself, things that you just accepted because you didn't care, or things that you just had to wear because, well, you were bigger in a past life, you know. So I would suggest for you to take your whole closet, take everything out. Take everything out, even the things that you haven't worn in years. Take everything out and then sort them. Am I going to wear this? Yes. Am I going to wear this? No. Sort them in that pairs. Now, once you have found everything that you think that you can wear, grab everything and then look at it and be, okay, what am I actually going to wear? Am I just keeping this because I think I'm going to need it at some point in the future? Or do I actually want to wear this today? I have an issue in which I keep something of every color just in case. But let's be honest, I'm never gonna be wearing brown, so I should probably get rid of my brown shirt because I don't think it looks good on me. maybe I'm not going to be wearing red that much, and I don't want to save it for like this fictional event in which, we're all going to Mars, so we all have to wear red type of thing. Like, don't make excuses for yourself. Do not. If it doesn't cause joy, let it go. And then, once you have done that, and you have found the things that you really think you're gonna wear from everything that you have, now comes the fun part. Mix and match it. Mix and match what you like. Now, again, your closet may not reflect who you want to be, how you want to be wearing, but this is very important for you to start taking control of your style, for you to start to develop things, and for you to find things that you enjoy, because we're broke bitches. Let's be honest. You and me are broke. We are probably not going to be able to live anywhere with retirement. And so we have to find the things. We have to find joy in the small things. Try to make at least 3 outfits. Doesn't matter if you repeat, mind you. Doesn't matter if you repeat one thing. If you have only one pair of pants, doesn't matter. Try to mix and match it. Do not care about repeating, because sure, there is this whole thing, and I'm part of our society. I'm part of the society that encourages consumerism. So I also feel deadly afraid when somebody sees me in the same thing. But sometimes it's just what it is. Sometimes it's you just have one pair of pants. So don't care, okay? Don't care. Grab your pants and grab one of your t-shirts. Okay, you have your t-shirt. What shoes are you gonna wear? Okay, you only have 2 pairs of shoes. Which one? Which one do you think is gonna go better? Put it together. And once you have made 3 outfits that you can have in their rotation, then you have begun to make your base of your taste. Because at least now you have 3 things to wear, 3 things that you feel really confident on. And really, the secret's all in confidence. I'm telling you. Like, listen, I pretend to be a clown on the internet, and people somehow find me funny. So, you can really just fool everybody with just the way that you carry yourself. And that is going to get you started in the right way, in the right mind. Remember, grab everything of your closet and actually filter what you wear and what you don't wear. Make 3 outfits with what you already have. What you're going to purchase, make sure that it's on a color you like. Make sure that you don't care about the brand, because the brand oftentimes makes it more expensive than what it actually is. You don't have that kind of money. You are not making 6 figures, so, don't be picky, okay? Beggars can be choosers. And finally, probably the most important part is feel great. Feel good in your body. Feel good into what you wear. Start little by little, just one step at a time. You'll get there, I promise. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching this episode of Seem Stylish. I'm gonna be honest, it was a little bit of a clusterfuck because there was a lot of thoughts in this brain. There is a lot of coconuts in this bag. There is a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and I probably forgot, let's be honest, I probably forgotten 90% of it, but hey! If you made it this far, I'm gonna assume that you're just okay with that. Besides, we need more content. We need to space out the content. I can't just be giving all of my personality out in one single burst. That is not fair. My refractory period is not that short. I need to save myself. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway. Have a lovely night, sweetheart. Lovely day. Lovely time stone. I can't talk. You know what? I just need to go. I have to go.